If you've spent any time researching dog nutrition online, you've probably noticed a sharp divide. Some people swear by raw feeding, claiming it's the most natural and healthiest option. But ask a veterinarian, and you'll hear a wide range of opinions, from strong support to strong warnings. So why exactly are vets so divided on raw feeding? Let's break it down. First, let's start with why some vets support raw feeding. These veterinarians often see dogs thrive on diets that are less processed. Owners report shinier coats, fewer allergies, and better digestion. Supporters argue that raw diets mimic what dogs' ancestors ate in the wild: meat, bones, and organs. They also highlight that raw food doesn't rely on fillers or preservatives, which can sometimes trigger sensitivities. There's also a philosophical side to this. Many vets who support raw believe that highly processed kibble isn't the only option, and that whole, minimally processed foods provide better nutrition. They may also point to cases where raw diets helped picky eaters or dogs with chronic issues like itchy skin or recurring stomach upset. But on the other side, plenty of veterinarians are firmly against raw feeding. Their main concern is safety, both for the dogs and the humans in the household. Raw meat can carry harmful bacteria like Salmonella, E. coli, and Listeria. While some dogs may tolerate these bacteria, others can get sick, and humans are even more at risk. There have been real cases of children and elderly family members falling ill after exposure to contaminated dog bowls or kitchen surfaces. Another major concern is nutritional balance. Many DIY raw diets are put together without veterinary guidance. Studies show that over half of homemade raw recipes are deficient in at least one essential nutrient. Without the right calcium to phosphorus ratio, for example, dogs can develop bone deformities or brittle teeth. That's why opponents of raw feeding stress that kibble and canned food are designed to be complete and balanced, reducing the risk of deficiencies. There's also the issue of bones. Raw bones can provide mental stimulation and dental benefits, but they can also fracture teeth or cause dangerous blockages if swallowed whole. Some vets have had to perform emergency surgeries on dogs that suffered serious injuries from raw feeding gone wrong. So why does this divide exist? The truth is, it comes down to different experiences and priorities. Vets who see dogs improve on raw diets may be more open to recommending them. Vets who see cases of food poisoning, broken teeth, or malnutrition are naturally more cautious. Both perspectives are valid. They're just shaped by what those vets witness in their daily practice. Another factor is research. There's limited large-scale scientific data comparing raw diets to traditional commercial foods. While there are studies highlighting risks, long-term controlled studies on the benefits are rare. Without clear data, vets are left to rely on anecdotal evidence and their own clinical experience, which explains why opinions vary so widely. Cost and practicality also play a role. Some vets worry that raw diets are expensive and difficult for average families to manage safely. Others argue that, with planning and proper sourcing, it can be done affordably. Still, the added work of preparing, storing, and handling raw food is a factor that not every household can realistically handle. So what's the takeaway? Raw feeding isn't black and white. It's not a miracle cure, but it's not automatically dangerous either. The division among vets reflects the complexity of the issue. If you're considering raw feeding, the safest path is to involve your vet, or even better, a board-certified veterinary nutritionist. They can help design a balanced plan that minimizes risks. At the end of the day, every dog is different. Some thrive on raw diets, while others do just as well, or even better, on kibble or canned food. The real goal isn't to follow a trend, but to find the diet that keeps your dog healthy, happy, and thriving. So the next time you hear vets disagree on raw feeding, remember, it's not about one side being right and the other wrong. It's about weighing the risks and benefits and making the choice that fits your dog, your home, and your lifestyle.